Hi class, I wanted to give you some video feedback, and you will take this and you will duplicate your site and make your revisions to your duplicate. That will make you the most comfortable, I think. So I'm going to go through as a first-time site visitor and check your functionality, your layout, and these kinds of things, and then you will make your revision next week, all right? Okay, I like where this is going. This is, we don't need to have this height for the footer. I know it's the template, but if you will just close that up, you may have to move your text up because it won't move if there's any elements above it. Interesting. You do want to have the logo in the header, so it will be on every page. Okay. Navigation, I can read it, it's very clear. Do want a little space around this one, some padding. Interesting. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, mainly this is the thing, and you're going to need the date down there, the copyright date. This is a picture from the template. It's a perfect photo, but it's not necessarily a food truck, and it's causing us to have to scroll to get to the rest of the page. So let's take that out. And you want to get into the story as soon as possible. These are great. And if you want to cut this down, you can. And double check that you're not working in a 80% or so, right? Make sure I'm in Chrome, but make sure you're looking at actual size so that you don't have anything being cut off. Okay. It may just be, opening it online, but just double check. Let's avoid tiling. Okay, it has a issue overlapping and cropping, so they always want their logo to be pure, and so we want to make sure we do that. Do put it up here, and you can put a taco there or something. Nice job, you're linked up, and then again, the copyright there, and you're going to make that come up. So basically, you're doing a great job here. All right, you do want to stick with 2 fonts throughout, all right? Good job. Okay, Austin, this is a difficult template to work with, but I'm going to show you a couple of things. You have made some adjustments, and that's great. We have to take this out because, of course, anything that refers to hamburgers. Do left align. This is okay, but it is long. I'm not going to have you go and do that as a priority, but it is long. And we can take this Learn More button off, okay? You would left align it. Probably 2.5 paragraphs would be sufficient. So if we go to location, it is going to the right place, so that's awesome. We do want to put that in the logo, in the header. Let me double check if it's there. The menu, I do like the way that reads. This menu has to go, this page. This is what's tough about this particular template. It's got all the red, and these have to change colors to the brand, the blue. So it does make it a little tricky. So who we are would be your about content. This is working. It doesn't have to be linked to. What this wants to link to is right here. Okay. And if locations is underneath your about content, then you're going to move locations underneath the who we are. You could also rename that about. And then your menu is a separate page. So. And this will probably link to this. So the menu page does take the longest. I would take this out. And I would, of course, take the hamburger and images out. Update, remove the copyright placeholder. Update this and put the disclaimer that's provided in that assignment, and then link these up to the accounts that are provided also in that folder. So then, okay, well, this is linking to this space. I would take this strip out, I would cut that down, and then I would add a menu page and delete this one because you haven't begun yet, and I would just put, even if it's just adding a strip that has nothing there, it's going to be easier and quicker for you than adjusting what's there. So I would delete that page and then go into Pages and Menu and add a page. Now, these, you'll want to go in here. So if we look at this, go ahead and take that out, add a page, and let's see, you can try anything for your menu. Let's see, something that has, this might be good. Okay, so of course it's going to have that same content, and we're going to rename this menu. And then we're going to come back to this, but what you can do when you do that is go in and you could change the theme. You can get something closer to the blues more quickly. You could you don't really need to change the style of this. So let's see what we have here. It's a little light. That's a little tech savvy. It's bold, but it's not what we're looking for, right? You want something kind of beachy, but you can also go in and let's see here. You can customize your color theme. Okay, so you could go here and choose something that's more like, the color of the brand, which the best way to do it is to go up and get, click and get the logo that you have. That'll be the best way, but I'm going to eyeball it just right now because, and let's say we go for, you've kind of headed towards the yellow, and so we're going to go ahead and stick with that. But the red, we definitely want to get rid of. So maybe a dark blue like this, just for now. You do what you want, but okay. And so that's just a start. Okay. So what you want to do after you change some of your colors up, you've added this menu, you're going to enter your content for this menu items. You do need to create all the menus items. You don't have to have photos for all of them. This you're going to want to bring up because it's a little deep. You don't have to have that there. You can bring that up. And then we get into your menu much quicker, okay, which is going to be good. You're going to make sure that your fonts are all the same. And so let's see. And you're going to put whatever you need to do and fill that out. So one of the things, though, that you want to do is you want to go over here to this restaurant pages and delete it. You want to get rid of the app because you don't need all of that. It's going to get in your way and it's just unnecessary. You don't need the Instagram. You certainly don't need the catering. Let's see. So let's delete that. And I don't know that you have your Instagram since, being fed from their account, the Real Deal Taco account. So just go ahead and take that out and save yourself some time. Rename this to, okay, to About, because yours is About. Okay. Okay. These are all anchors, which is just telling us where these things are landing, but okay. So, you're going to take these things out. I would take that strip out. And of course, you're going to work with the colors. That's obviously got to be darker, for sure. Yeah. So, and then you're going to take this out anyway because it's placeholder. Anything that doesn't belong there. Okay. But you already have that strip made. Okay. So that's the main thing that I would do if I were you. I would clean this up. And, whoops. Sorry, it's getting late. Okay. That's what I would do. And then you'll just have this in your navigation. You do want to put the Real Deal Taco logo up here. So let's go back and see what you have here. Okay, you have it here, but you want to put it up here so it's on every page. Grab these and delete them. Okay. Not to do that. So just select those and delete them. Okay. These, sometimes you can move them at the bottom, but at any rate, you're going to delete those things that are not necessary. So yeah, that's really mostly what you need to do. You've got a lot of the content entered. You're going to take this stuff out. The event page is actually, there's content that, works with that. So you could leave it if you want, but I wouldn't. I would just take that out right now for this. All right. So it's a great start. You're trying to work out some of the issues there. You just have a few more things to do. All right. And enter the menu content. All right, Taylor. I love this. You do need to put the year down here, the copyright year. I do like the way you have pushed back the image. That's really great. There is one thing about this particular site, and that is when I'm in the pages, this doesn't go back. Okay, so that's not going to your home page. And you may say that's fine, they never have to go back here, but you can link that to that, probably to that page, if it's a home page and your page is in the menu. It's interesting because you use these colors. The background is still red, and what you can do is go in as, I was saying, you can go in here and you can go to page background. And you can change the color to clear, or white rather, and it's going to make the background white. So if it were red, as it is in your case, it's going to take that out. It's interesting here because it somehow works because you pulled in the red, but you really want to know how to take that background out. That is from the original template. But I love the look of it, easy to read. You've got hierarchy and color and size of your text. Well done. You can cut this down. Okay, you don't need all of that. You do have some space there, so either widen this or wrap it or put an image there or something. I think you have this twice. It's okay because it's clear in both cases. Interesting images that you've made. It seems you've got experience in this. This is great. You've got a blog here. You do want to, it's a little bare. If you can close that up a bit. I'm not sure that you can though with your blog. And then you have this here again, but that's all fine. You have your emails. You're all hooked up. Really pretty terrific. Very little for you to do. You do need the copyright date. This does sort of stay over to the right a lot. you know, a little bit of padding might be good, but well done. Nice work. Okay, I think you want to make sure that the money is right next to the item, or to the left would be fine too. That would keep them aligned. Little bear, so, you know, at least bold the items, the name of the item, or make your spacing the same between your items. You want to, as great as this looks, you want to be able to make sure it looks like a food truck. So we avoid glassware for that purpose. Now this is great because it doesn't really, it is glassware, but it looks like a paper plate, but the rest doesn't. So again, make sure you have the logo in the header. You have it here, you want it in the header so it's on every page. And yeah, this link, take that button out or link it to the menu. You might want a very slight drop shadow on this so it separates, but it's not necessary. You know, it's not where I would spend the most time. And of course, this is gorgeous. I mean, it's got glassware, but I'm more concerned about there being so much of it. You know, it's rather taking up quite a bit of space, perhaps making your strips a little closer together. Okay. Interesting, interesting. You can put this on a background color so that when it, you know, I love that you have it pinned. You can also make it to where it doesn't overlap anything if there's a background color for that. Okay, the contact us can go away. Okay, it felt like a button. It's not. It's a header, so you want to make sure your headers are just a little bigger. I would make these title size. Okay, so you want to have things in order. So move this in your pages and menu. You're just going to drag that. You're going to go to pages and menu and drag, right? So that you have things in the right order. As you are scrolling down, they should be in the same order up here. Okay. So since about is first, let's put it up here. Location, events, and menu. So the way you have it, you have your menu last. Okay. I would spend a little more time specifically on this. That is the one that takes the longest. But they're linking up, and that's good. All right. Terrific start. Well done. All right, so I'm looking forward to seeing these revised next week. This week you're going to be working on your own site. Doesn't have to be complicated, and you don't have to use, you can use student work if you like. You only need to have 3 examples with descriptions. Your profile photo, you're going to have another chance to do this next year, and you'll have more work, and you'll update everything. So just try and meet the rubric and put those things in and use what you've learned this week. All right? Great job, everybody.